If you drive an automatic diesel, what you do at traffic lights affects your transmission lifespan. But the answer isn't what most people think. And doing the wrong thing at the wrong time can cost you $2,500 to $5,000 in transmission repairs. I'm going to show you exactly what's happening inside your transmission in each mode, why diesel vehicles have unique considerations, and the precise guidelines that extend reliability. So here's the big question everyone argues about. Should you stay in drive or shift to neutral? This is one of the most debated topics in automotive forums. Some mechanics with decades of experience say shift to neutral. Others, including ASE-certified master transmission technicians, say stay in drive. Vehicle manufacturers are divided too. Some explicitly recommend drive, others suggest neutral for extended stops. So who's right? The answer depends on how long you're stopped. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your transmission. When your automatic transmission is in drive with your foot on the brake, the torque converter is still actively working. The torque converter is a fluid coupling device between your engine and transmission. It contains two main components: an impeller connected to the engine and a turbine connected to the transmission. At idle in drive, your engine spins the impeller at around 600 to 800 revolutions per minute for petrol engines, or 700 to 900 revolutions per minute for diesel engines. Diesel engines idle slightly faster because they produce more torque. The impeller pushes transmission fluid against the turbine, trying to turn it. But your brakes are holding the wheel stationary, so the turbine is locked. This creates slippage. The impeller is spinning, the turbine isn't. This slippage generates heat. The longer you sit at idle in drive, the more heat builds up in the transmission fluid. Heat is the #1 killer of automatic transmissions. However, and this is critical, modern automatic transmissions are specifically designed and engineered to handle this condition. The torque converter was invented precisely to allow your transmission to stay in gear while stopped. Your transmission has cooling systems that manage this heat during normal operation. The load on your engine is also slightly higher in drive versus neutral. Your diesel engine is working a bit harder to overcome the resistance from the locked transmission. But here's what happens when you shift to neutral. You completely disconnect the transmission from the engine. The torque converter is no longer trying to drive the turbine. Slippage drops to almost zero. Heat generation from converter slippage drops significantly. Your engine can also relax slightly. RPM may drop by 50 to 100 revolutions per minute as the load is removed. This sounds better, right? Here's the problem. Every time you shift from drive to neutral and back to drive, you're causing wear. Modern automatic transmissions use clutch packs and bands to engage different gears. When you shift from drive to neutral, these components disengage. When you shift back to drive, they engage again with a small shock to the drivetrain. If you're shifting to neutral at every single traffic light, you could be adding hundreds or even thousands of extra shift cycles per year. Each shift cycle causes microscopic wear on clutch packs, shift solenoids, valve bodies, and shift linkages. There's also the safety consideration. If you're rear-ended while in neutral, you have no immediate way to move the vehicle out of danger. You must first shift to drive, which takes precious time. In drive, you can instantly release the brake and maneuver. Now here's why this matters even more for diesel vehicles. Diesel engines produce significantly more torque than petrol engines, especially at low RPM. A typical 2-liter turbo diesel produces 280 to 400 Newton-meters of torque. An equivalent 2-liter petrol turbo produces 250 to 320 Newton-meters. This higher torque means your torque converter is working harder when idling in drive. There's more force trying to turn that locked turbine. This translates to slightly more heat generation and slightly more load on the transmission. Diesel automatics also tend to run hotter overall because diesel engines produce less waste heat than petrol engines. Petrol engines reject about 60% of their energy as heat. Diesels reject about 40%. This means less heat is available to warm the transmission fluid in cold weather, but it also means cooling systems have to work harder in hot conditions. Modern diesel automatics are designed for this higher torque, but the thermal load is still greater than in a petrol automatic. So after reviewing manufacturer recommendations, transmission specialist opinions, and engineering principles, here's the consensus that balances all factors. For stops under 30 seconds, stay in drive. This includes most traffic lights, stop signs, brief holdups. The time is too short for significant heat buildup. The wear from shifting to neutral and back is greater than any benefit. Keep your foot on the brake and stay ready to move. For stops between 30 seconds and 2 minutes, it's driver's choice. This is the gray area. You can reasonably stay in drive or shift to neutral. If it's a light, lasts 90 seconds. Shifting to neutral is acceptable. If you're in stop-and-go traffic, where you might move in 45 seconds, stay and drive. For stops longer than 2 to 3 minutes, shift to neutral. This includes long waits at railway crossings, construction delays, drive-through queues, extended traffic jams where you're completely stationary. At this duration, the heat buildup in drive becomes more significant than the wear from one shift cycle. Apply your parking brake or keep foot on brake pedal. And for stops longer than 5 minutes, consider shutting off the engine. This applies to very long delays. Modern stop-start systems do this automatically. Manual shutdown saves fuel, reduces emissions, eliminates transmission heat, and reduces engine wear. Now let me tell you what you absolutely must never do with your automatic diesel. Never shift to park at traffic lights. Park engages a mechanical pawl that locks the output shaft. If you're rear-ended while in park, this pawl can shear off, causing $1,500 to $3,000 in transmission damage. Park is only for parking, never for temporary stops. Never shift from drive to reverse or reverse to drive without coming to a complete stop first. This causes massive clutch pack wear and can damage the entire transmission. Always stop fully, then shift. The damage from even one instance of shifting while moving can cost $800 to $2,500 to repair. Never rev the engine in neutral, then shift to drive. This creates a harsh engagement that slams the clutch packs together. It's terrible for transmission vans. Just shift to drive smoothly at idle RPM and never coast in neutral to save fuel. Modern fuel-injected engines, including diesels, cut fuel completely during deceleration in gear. You actually use more fuel coasting in neutral because the engine has to idle. You also lose engine braking and increase stopping distances. In some regions, coasting in neutral is illegal. But here's what actually extends automatic transmission life more than whether you use drive or neutral at lights: transmission fluid maintenance. Most manufacturers say automatic transmission fluid is lifetime fill. This is marketing, not engineering. Transmission fluid degrades. Heat breaks down the additives. Clutch material contaminates the fluid. The fluid darkens, loses its friction properties, and stops protecting components. For diesel automatics, which run hotter and produce more torque, transmission fluid should be changed every 40,000 to 60,000 miles for normal driving. If you tow, drive in very hot climates, or sit in heavy traffic frequently, change it every 30,000 to 40,000 miles. The cost of a transmission fluid change is $150 to $400 depending on capacity and whether you do a drain and fill or a full flush. The cost of a replacement transmission is $2,500 to $5,000 or more for diesel vehicles. Fresh transmission fluid does more to extend transmission life than any amount of careful shifting between drive and neutral. Now, many modern diesel automatics have an auto hold or brake hold function. When activated, this system holds the brakes automatically when you come to a stop. You can take your foot off the brake pedal. The car stays stationary until you press the accelerator. If your vehicle has this feature, use it. The transmission stays in drive, you don't add brake pedal wear, and you maintain instant readiness to move. The system is designed specifically for this use case. Some advanced transmissions even have automatic neutral engagement. When stopped for a certain duration, the transmission automatically releases internal clutches to reduce heat while staying in drive mode externally. This gives you the heat benefit of neutral with the safety and convenience of drive. So here's exactly what you should do as an automatic diesel driver. This practical approach balances transmission, longevity, safety, convenience, and fuel economy. For short stops under 30 seconds, stay in drive with foot on brake. No shifting. For medium stops 30 seconds to 2 minutes, stay in drive unless you know it's a long light, then neutral is acceptable with brake or parking brake applied. For long stops over 2 to 3 minutes, shift to neutral with parking brake applied. This reduces heat buildup without excessive shift cycling. For very long stops over 5 minutes, consider engine shutdown to eliminate all heat and wear. Never use park except when actually parking the vehicle. Change transmission fluid every 40,000 to 60,000 miles or 30,000 to 40,000 miles for severe duty. Use auto hold function if equipped.